in ancient times, when you had a true master, in India or in Tibet or in any of those Asian cultures, even a guru would be synonymous with a spiritual master. Part of the definition of being a master in ancient times was that there was a transmission that the master could transmit from their consciousness to the people learning from them. And so what the Sophia Code is like the whole book is an actual transmission from these masters that are transmitting teachings on sovereignty. What's happening in a transmission is there are words being said, right? There's the words of the book, which were actually written through a transmission space because I was in a channeled space receiving their transmission and relaying it, which allowed for those words to be assembled in the shape of a transmission, which makes the book alive. It actually is a physical living transmission. The book became its own entity that is encoded to broadcast this transmission, regardless of time or space, regardless of who's holding it, whether it was the day the book was born or 20 years from now when the book is still a bestseller. It's just like that transmission is still transmitting because the words were recorded to encode the book with the actual transmission from the masters. So this is why we also talk about the Sophia Code as actual technology, because it was written in an entirely channeled space. It's not a normal book. The whole thing is encasing the channeling, which then transmits the master's energy from the book to the reader's heart, body, and mind. Now, what's being transmitted? Well, there's teachings and quantum healing and sovereign empowerment that's literally interacting and interfacing with all of the spiritual technology of your body as you hold the book, as you read the book, as you read the words out loud. These are the exact words that the masters gave to us for us to self-activate our own chakra systems, to self-activate the divine genome within us. These are the living words that the Ascended Masters have chosen to activate our direct communion with them. So in ancient times, you would find a master of light, such as Mary Magdalene or Isis, and you would hope and pray that you would get accepted to a mystery school, that you could actually sit and learn from a master at that level for a long enough time, that their transmission would help you to completely transform your karma, your body, heart, mind, and your life. What's happening with this modern sacred text is we've been given a vehicle to transmit that same level of access to the masters without being physically with the masters. And in chapter 5 of the Sophia Code, what they state is this is actually a higher level of learning, because in chapter 5, they say your everyday life is now your modern mystery school, because what the book is teaching you through the living transmission is how to attune your awareness to your higher self, who's always in communion with these ascended masters, and you can learn how to have conversations with them as a part of your daily life. That's what this living transmission guides your awareness to explore, accept, and eventually embody in your spiritual journey. Everything about that, about the actual physical book, is an embodiment of the master's transmissions of activation, grace, and sovereign empowerment. And so there's such an irony here that something that would be received in a guru relationship in previous golden ages is now being received through sovereignty. And I have to say that's an empowerment for everyone. I believe for the Ascended Masters as well.
Yeah.